Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I did take my day off yesterday, sorta. Took Mama up to town. I'm gonna drop the grandson at school. Excuse me. Ricky Jr. came home from the hospital last night. He's still gonna have to rest a few days, but he can rest much better at home than he can in the hospital. Show you what I got yesterday. Merry Christmas to the shop. I've had so many issues with this roof leaking and the back there leaking. I got me a 5-gallon bucket of Elasticool. This is white. They didn't have silver, but that's okay. And I'm going to roll this over the tin roof, especially on the back overhang back there. And wherever I can find up here, I can never find where it's leaking in here. And that's a must do very soon. I've been putting it off for a long time, and I shouldn't have. My gear room back there is leaking, so maybe that'll fix that. And I have started the reorganization of this back corner back here. I also picked up, I just put it together, this monstrosity of a shelf. It's supposed to hold 750 pounds. Well, I think I have that much to put on it. But it's going right there where I cleaned off that spot on the back wall. You can see I was lazy when I painted that and just painted around everything, but that's okay. It don't matter. That will fit just right in that spot. And then I'll start stacking all my materials on here. I was going to build a new room back here, another 8-foot room, 8 by 12 room. Actually just close it in. But the expense of doing that right now, I don't want to deal with. And I'm not sure that I want to give up that much workspace in the back there. You know, outside workspace. So for now, we're going to see what this does. Because there is a workbench over here that most of y'all have never seen. I don't think Master Sergeant's ever seen it cleaned off, as long as he's been coming over to help. But that's the goal for this morning. I'm going to get the shelf in, get all this. This is all good material. And that's all good material. And I have no idea what some of it even is. I forgot. So we're going to stack material on there. And when it gets daylight here in a little while, I will open the doors and turn on the big fan and blow some of this dust out of this end. It's real bad down here. And there's the dead tool section over here. And there's a dead tool down there. There's another one over here. So I got to find somewhere to put them, because there's still parts on them I can use. Well, that Delta scroll saw down there is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Alright, I'll show you all some progress after a while. Time for another cup of coffee. Well, glory be, looky yonder, there is a workbench. Now this is my original workbench when I first built the shop. Long-time viewers will know I've said before, this section was built first. Where the workbench is now and all the tools, the TV and all that stuff, that came later. That was about 10 or maybe 12 years later when I built that. But the original workbench is cleaned off, and I'm going to put some tools down here, and I'll show you that when I get it set up in a little bit more. The shelf is full already. I still have more stuff. I need another shelf somewhere. I got this end cleaned out pretty well. I had not got to this corner. Santa is renting this space from me for some little children's around here. And there's some handle material there. There's a lots there, and there's lots more all down in there, which I'll get to that probably not today. It'll be another day. But the old tactical fridge still works. It's plugged in still. It's turned on very, very low. I know it burns electricity, but I can't throw it away because it still works. Might need it. Dale went out of the house. Good refrigerator. The water ice maker does not work anymore. So that was a waste even trying to hook it up, but oh well. I'm going to disconnect that because I don't need it anyway. And what else? All that junk's got to be cleaned up. But got a pretty good bit of stuff done this morning. And I'm going to keep on. I'm going to mount my tools over here that I want. And like I said, we will look at it again in a little while. Now, once again, little Ricky's home. He's resting at home. He called his mama a few minutes ago and wants to go to the store about lunchtime or so. And she's going to ride with him just to make sure he can drive okay and all that. And he said he has got to go to work tomorrow. That's all that boy thinks about is work, 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 work. So I wonder where he got that from. No idea. But anyway, let's hope he is on the mend. And I will be back in a little while. Well, that is it for today. It's still early afternoon, but I've done enough. I'm just about wore out. Got all this area cleaned. Got my buffers down here. I moved my little hot oil dipping station down here out of the way from everything else so I don't get oil all over everything. Still got to figure out, I got this corner over here has got to be cleaned out. I got to have, I think I'm going to put the generator over there. Router table and the planer. I don't know where I'm going to put that. It was buried back in the corner back here. Those are very old tools. I've had those for a long time. Seldom ever use them. That's why they were buried in the back. So. My outfeed table I had on the table saw was really in the way. And I don't cut long lumber a lot. But if I do, I have this little table here. And I also have a little single roller stand that I can use for that if I need to. Hey, what else did I do? I moved these tools around. Remember, this saw was down there. I moved it down here. I got the Frankensteiner grinder. I got it off of the workbench because I grind metal on that primarily, and all the metal shavings was getting all over the workbench. I still got stuff to move around yet, but I'll do that tomorrow. The little grinder, it's got to be moved around over on this side. And it's been a quiet, peaceful day. So while everything's going good, and since I'm tired, I'm going in. And I'm going to sit and aggravate Mama for a little bit. Maybe she'll chase me out again, I don't know. Did I mention, if I didn't, I'll mention it now. Christmas orders were all mailed out yesterday. They were all mailed out priority mail, and they are all supposed to be there before Christmas. I'm a buddy up in Canada. I don't know about yours. It's supposed to be there, but I have sent packages to Canada, and they got there in a week. And I have sent packages to Canada, and they got there in a month. So I don't know. Once they leave here, I don't know. And once they hit that customs thing, that's anybody's guess. But it is on the way. All right. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. I will see y'all in a day or two.